The story so far. After the levitation incident in the Gallery Plaza, Dalston was taken into police custody. Professor Layton heads to the City Hall to speak with Detective Bloom regarding Dalston's interrogation. And did we stop right out front the door? Oh, nope, we're right in our hotel. Let's start with our good old puzzle then, eh? Hiya, I'm Mika, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. If it's puzzle you're after, well then, you're in the right place. Start from the sidelines. Puzzle 41, from the sidelines. A boy was walking around town when he came to a stop and just watched people move around for a bit. They were moving around 3 distinct patterns as shown. The people he watched were in profile the entire time while they were moving. Where was the boy watching from? Circle your answer on the map. In profile the whole time. That triangle one is going to be the more interesting one. We got A, where it's swoopy. Swoopy could be here. That would put the boy here. I'm gonna take a hint. None of the movement patterns look much like those of people at first glance. People wouldn't be moving like that on their own. Well, this is a seesaw, if they're in profile. Old boy was walking around town when he came to a stop and just watched people move around for a bit. They were moving around 3 distinct patterns as shown. C could be a slide. And A could be a swing, so it's got to be the park.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
I definitely needed that hint because I got distracted by the map itself as opposed to anything else. He was at the park. A shows someone swinging on the swing. B shows 2 people on a seesaw. C shows someone sliding down a slide and running back to the ladder to go again. What fun! What fun! Indeed, what fun! And let's I couldn't have done it better myself. Let's real quick throw on another one, I think. Evenly matched. You want to cut this unusual 6x6 chessboard into 4 pieces that are the same shape and have an equal area, and each contain 1 white pawn and 1 black pawn. Can you work out how to do it? Draw lines on the board to show where you would cut it. Keep in mind that solutions may be rotated, but cannot be mirrored. Like, first things first, we gotta separate those 4. From here, we probably want to do something like this. Except no, we really can't. It's gonna have to be something like this. 6 by 6, that's 36. 36 divided by 4. Don't got any here. It is 9. It is 9. You want to cut this unusual 6 by 6 chessboard into 4 pieces that are the same shape, have an equal area, and each contain 1 pawn. 1 black pawn. 1 white pawn and 1 black pawn. Okay. Except it wouldn't be that, because they can't be mirrored. It'd have to be like that, because then the rotation makes them all the... But they're not 4 same shapes. Into 4 pieces that are the same shape. Why am I assuming I have to use the whole board? Just consider something like this for a moment, right? The only trouble then is this pawn and this pawn, because they can't fit in a shape quite like that. Can I make everyone fit in a shape like that? Now the biggest problem is these two, because otherwise they're all pretty similar. Let's explore this shape. Because this rotates to match that. Except that's wrong. And any other orientation of that gets both of the black pawns on that piece. Again, I'm put here. Who says this pawn has to connect to this pawn, right? What if we do something ridiculous like that? So 3 by 4. We can't really do that with this one. We can get the 3, but we can't get the 4 going that way. We'd have to go 4 this way. And then this one... And then that one doesn't have a pawn. Solutions may be rotated, but cannot be mirrored. Let's go fucking wild. Let's get weird with it. That hook doesn't work here, does it? How would we be orienting that? I mean, that just straight up doesn't work. Because these two pawns. I'm taking another hint. Look at the 4 white pawns at the center of the board. One of these will have to go into each of the 4 separate pieces, so you can draw a cross to cut between them. Yeah, extend that cross so that the whole board is divided into quarters. You'll see that the top left section doesn't have a black pawn. What can you do to fix that? Except that doesn't work, because then this one gets 2 pawns. I'm gonna stop that. I see it. Took me a second, but I saw it. Probably shouldn't have taken me a second. But those are like the 2 most accessible pawns for this tile, so it has to be one of those, right? What if we do that? Right? And then that would be like... that here. And we'd be looking at something like that here. Right? Because if we rotate that... yeah. I think that works. Doesn't look much better than that other solution I was trying. Honestly, that too close for comfort, personal.
Without a solution.
But also, like, it's a grid. There's only so many shapes you can really make with it. It doesn't make it acceptable. That's just, I couldn't have done it better myself. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave, Granny. Hey, nice to see you, I guess. Bye. Where was City Hall again? Can you point me to City Hall? It's been a week. It's been more than a week. Hello again, sir. How's your investigation going? On the statue incident. How's your investigation on the statue incident progressing? Good, officer. Thank you. Have we met? Yes, we met after the stone statue incident. I'm gathering evidence, but we now have the mastermind in custody. Do you like custard? I had custard when I discovered those suspicious wheel tracks. I think they'll be important evidence in the mastermind's trial. This mastermind you're referring to? Alphonse Dalston, of course. Why, someone as rich as he is why someone as rich as he is would do this is beyond me. My partner got mobbed after the stone statue incident. He's still in the hospital. Oof. A trip to the hospital. A man went to visit his friend in the hospital. He got 500 meters from his front door before he remembered that he wanted some flowers. He went back to the flower shop and continued to the hospital. The flower shop is on a straight line between his house and the hospital, 800 meters from the hospital. Afterward, the man walked straight home on the same road. How many meters did he walk between leaving home and returning? Home. Hopspool. Castle. Flower shop. Now we know for a fact that this number is 800. Right, let's throw that up the top. The flower shop is on a straight line between his house and the hospital, 800 meters from the hospital. But less than 500 meters from his house. And it's on a straight line between his house and the hospital, which answers the question that I was about to ask, which is, how do we know that the flower shop isn't on the outside of this line? He did have to turn back. A man went to visit his friend in the hospital. He got 500 meters from his front door when he remembered that he wanted some flowers. He went back to the flower shop and continued to the hospital. Walked straight home on the same road. I'm gonna take a hint. My brain ain't working this morning. Let's call the point where the man realizes he needs to buy flowers X. The outgoing and return journeys can then be shown as home X, flower shop, hospital, home. Try drawing this route, being careful with the position of the flower shop. Nope. My brain still ain't braining. 500 meters comes to a stop at X. Next, he returns to the shop. Call that distance Y. Then he walks 800 meters from the shop to the hospital. That's the total outgoing journey. The return journey, he walks 800 meters from the hospital to the shop and then walks from the shop to his home Z. Let's call that last distance Z. And the total is... Okay, yeah. Z, Y. And we know that Z equals 500 minus Y. Let's get a different color on that one. And Z plus Y equals 500, which is the same thing here. I don't need to write that down. I really don't have it. I'm fucking floundering here. I'm floundering. There are two distances you don't know. Y, from point X to the flower shop, and Z, from the flower shop to the man's house. The shop is somewhere on the straight line between the home and point X. And the distance from X to home is 500 meters. So the distance from X to the shop, Y, pulls that from shop to home, Z, and must total... I don't fucking know. I'm gonna look like an idiot. Oh my fucking god. Z plus Y equals 500, and if we put that into the overarching thing, I shouldn't have played this morning. $2,600. Right, that's what you're suggesting. 5 plus 5 is 1,000. 8 plus 8 is 16,000. 1,600, not 1,000. Jesus. 1,000 plus 1,600 is 2,600. Oh, fuck me.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
I didn't solve shit. I just read.
That was a challenge, to be sure.
Oh, it really was. I need to be more awake when I do this shit. Yeah, 800 twice, 500 twice. Fuck. The chief says that if Dalston cooperates, this should all be over soon. I hope we can put this guy away face, so maybe I can catch the parade. Is Mr. Dalston being questioned now? Yeah, if you go to the city hall, you can hear his sob story. Thank you for your time. Do I have a map in my chest? I really don't. I really fucking don't. Nope. Close the case. Don't quit the game. Pretty sure City Hall's this way. I'm not going to talk to anyone else on the road. As much as I just want to position myself in front of the City Hall so for next episode. Because I'm not in a position to puzzle. Thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves. Tomorrow's a day. I hope to see you then. Bye.